Good morning, guys. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler along I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth, and took the other one, as just as fair, and perhaps with a better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay. Oh, I kept the first one for another day. I shall tell this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I think I skipped one line, but I'm practicing my memorization, and what a better way to do it than with poetry. So I learned this Robert Frost poem because I really want to have it, and it resonates with me and how we're exploring our pathless path, right? After finishing this, I'm going to learn more poetry. I'm learning To Autumn by Keats as well. I'm learning those poems that really hit my soul, and I'm happy about that. Yesterday was a really hard day, guys. I don't know why. I will probably post a video I recorded of how I was feeling. I don't really like to complain in you know, over dramatic way, like, oh, I'm a victim, because it doesn't feel that way, although I did feel that way yesterday. And I don't know if you ever felt like you've got a 30,000 pound anchor just above your head hanging by a thread, and yeah, it fell and like buried you 50 feet deep into the ground. Well, that's how I felt yesterday. Anyway, I feel better now. I meditated, I journaled, I tried to accept the feeling that was going on there, and it all stemmed from having this audition that I'm really excited about, a theater audition. And then I went in, I prepared, I did the work, I probably you saw this, and then I was nervous, and I think I dropped some lines, and I did it, and it felt fun. I mean, yeah, but I still felt like, wow, man, why can't I get my freaking lines down? What's happening? So I guess that's why I'm memorizing now. I'm like, okay, what can I do about it? Worrying's not gonna work, so I will just do things. So what can I do? Train my imagination. I'm doing that. I'm reading, I'm writing. I'm trying to allow myself to feel everything and express it, and trust my language as well. I think with English, I've got so used to always trying to get it perfect, try to get an accent, try to get the punctuation right, try to watch myself everywhere that I'm saying that. It's seeping into my acting, and I don't want that anymore. You know, I can just trust it that it's there, and then my intuition will pick it up, and whatever comes. And it's not about like having the perfect accent, right? Okay, maybe it's like neutral American that you want, but perhaps you're working on another character, so you don't want to have that accent, that perfect accent all the time. You want some drawl, and you want perhaps some Argentinian accent a little bit more. I was so weird. Oh, there you go, watching myself again. So yeah, that's part of it, and reflecting, right? Because yesterday I got into this existential doubt of, oh my God, did I just make another mistake? Am I the worst actor that will ever live? And what can I do? And I'm not meant for this, and it hurts me so much. Why am I doing that? Am I just stubbornly pursuing something that just makes me suffer? And I'm like, no, I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy the challenge that comes from it, but it's that perfectionism that just like kills you. So I can just let that go and have fun. Focus on learning, health, doing my best, and being fun, having fun. I think I'm taking things too seriously sometimes. Oh, my shoulder just collapsed. I saw Ryan Reynolds yesterday. Oh my God, I'm gonna see Wolverine and Deadpool. I love those guys. I love Ryan Reynolds. You know, his sarcasm, he's so funny. I love that dry humor. And actually, I'm working on that as well. Easing into life. Don't be so serious, and have fun. Play around. Take a risk. I want to take more improv classes, because doing that really helped me to expand, you know, and have fun, and not give a damn about getting myself into trouble. Make some statements. Take some risks. and enjoy that and let go, stop grasping. That's right. Okay, so that's it for now. I'm gonna go work out, and yes, my friends. Ooh, Babel's getting even better. Babel's such a good book. Yeah, it's like an analogy between, you know, that's great about fiction and world building. You can discuss politics, you can discuss ethics, philosophy, magic systems, and it all blends together without being overly expository. See, I'm watching myself again. Well, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that workout and have some fun. So I'm switching my routine a little bit. I've been experimenting with GPT, how to use it to give me a progressive overload, focusing on strength, minimizing tension, and improving flexibility. That's what I want. I will climb a little bit more after that, and yeah. I'm reading this book, or actually not this book, I'm listening to this part of the Waking Up app on this prompts on journaling. And this guy, he's talking about how we can delude ourselves sometimes, succumb to delusions, but journaling helps us take another observer and really pour our heart out there without the fear of being judged by any other people, or just embrace what's going on in the moment. It's some kind of presence of being in the moment and really capturing what's going on through our mind. So I think that's a great practice, especially when we're trying to figure out why we do certain things, or certain behaviors in our certain patterns in our behavior that are always approaching us to a certain pattern, or making us accomplish certain results over and over again without us even knowing why. We can tell ourselves one story, but it's actually another story being spun around in the subconscious. So that's good to always examine that and shine the light of awareness on that and scrutinize it and see if it holds up to testing. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and it's got great prompts and the roles we play. What roles do we play in your life? You know, you can be a husband, a boss, a lover, a son, a artist, and we play these things. We have these certain roles in life and in relationships, and I think it's really interesting to see this in acting as well, right? There's this analysis that you can do based solely on the role that you play, and I think this works great for film, because when you're shooting out a sequence, you can just know, okay, I don't need to know like perhaps everything, the backstory. What is the role that this character is playing right now? What is the role that I'm playing? Am I being the asshole that never stops talking? Am I being the loving boss? Am I being the jealous lover? Kind of like a commedia dell'arte thing, and from that we can just rock just started playing, man. Okay, so we're gonna go and hit it and hit it. Because we are here to improve and let go, baby. Get out of our own way. That's when the greatest things happen. I feel like I got noise cancellation right now. I feel like I'm talking super loud, but I don't give a shit. Okay, so that's one. Then another prompt. How do we label ourselves? That's really important. How do you label yourself? If you honestly would describe yourself, to me, it was useful to say like, okay, if I want to describe myself to ChatGPT, how would I do it? I'm not trying to impress it. I'm not trying to do anything. Write 3 or 4 sentences. I came up with loving, kind, a perfectionist sometimes, too serious, everyone then, but loving, kind, looking to grow, looking to improve, and I don't remember what the others were, but it's kind of like that. So I think I wasn't judging myself too hard, but the perfectionist side always wants to like blend in there and stops me from doing other stuff. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this and then I'll keep talking a little bit. Okay, so I tried to get an Andrei Tarkovsky shot and that didn't work, but okay. So, yeah, on another note, after we know how we label ourselves, we need to know what stories we spun around or how we were treated, because we build our identity based on words, right? And perhaps many of them we don't remember that they're there, operating just like patterns, operating systems, scripts that were programmed into us at a very early age, and we can't really remember them. So exploring what was that? What were the first stories that we were internalizing, perhaps not knowingly or consciously, but you know, out of our family story. What is the family story? So I discovered, wait, oh my god, what is this? Wait, okay, fuck. Rage Against the Machine at like almost 80%, that's too hard. Hey Siri, reduce volume by 10%, my ears just popped. Thank you, okay. And yes, so I discovered that I have like this perfectionism of being idolized by my parents, of being really smart, an only child for 10 years, and then not living up to this and trying to not even try, but just follow orders, because I was too scared of trying, making my own choices, because, you know, when I made some choices, they seemed to not be perfect enough for my parents. And actually I feel kind of ashamed of talking about this and a little bit embarrassed if my mom sees this, my dad, you know, I know you did the best you could. This is not a judgment, I'm just trying to express what I felt and how I'm feeling. This is hard as well, you know, doing this, but I think it's important to talk about this, especially if you're seeing this, you know, digging into the stories that you told yourself or that you acknowledge from your parents, because we can always reframe those, or at least through this awareness and knowing through this lens that we can always change the meaning of those stories. You know, we can grow, we can embrace them and nurture them to be kind to ourselves. So knowing that, you know, we don't have to be hating people, we can open up to love, we can open up to the fear of other people not liking us, you know, we can care about people's opinions but not depend on them, not worry about them. Yeah, we can just embrace ourselves and be more invested in our own opinions than those of others. We can work from the inside out. And that's what, it's a lifelong mastery, especially if you're seeing this maybe 20, you may be 30, you may be 40. You've lived 20 years investing your self-worth in people's opinions instead of your own, but you don't need to do that. You can do that now, and it will take a while, you know, it's practice. Imagine repeating a movement for fucking 20 years and then just trying to change it all of a sudden. It's like, man, we can't even change our way of like getting up out of bed in the morning. We can't even change the way we get out of bed in the morning. So how we do that, you know? But it's good to try that all the time. Keep going, we can do it. Key yourselves not, my friends. This is actually practice for me as well. How to get out of my subconscious and inhibition when I'm speaking English. I want the words just to flow effortlessly out of my mouth, and I want that to happen in acting as well. So this is why I'm practicing too. Maybe you want to practice that as well, and you notice certain things. Tell me. Let me know if you're feeling like my words are boxed in and not just like I'm not just talking to you. I want to be just talking to you, you know? That's all I want to do. Spartan shirt, that's great. So I noticed that is one thing why I love acting. Kept a lot of secrets growing up, and I felt like I had always had to prepare before any kind of conversation. I had to prepare a lot, and I was afraid that people would see those secrets that I kept and they would think that I was not worth it, that I was evil, or that I was, yeah, not worth getting to know. But I want to let that go. I let that go instead. So now, what do? I let that go. I'm lovable just as I am. I am perfectly imperfect. And I expand in abundant success and love every day, as I inspire those around me to do the same. That's it. So I remember I would always try to not engage in any type of conversation because I thought people would judge me, and I needed to prepare beforehand. I need to go back, read my story, and then know what I was going to say. And I think that's happening with acting too, but acting has helped me loosen up and really ease into that and just trust myself and really speak to people and trust that whatever it is, it's all right, that's coming out to me. And that's depending on the role as well that I'm playing, you know, but trust that and be as honest as possible with